Hey, it's Don here, and this is my tutorial for Gulp Skip. I'm gonna go over the different methods that you can use to clip out of bounds and the different methods of getting clipped into the wall for the various circumstances that you'll see. First you're gonna see how to actually get clipped into the wall. Now to do this, you just want to approach the wall at an angle like this, maybe like this. You could change the camera like this with R2 or R1, and like this with L2 and L1. You want to be almost parallel with the wall. And if you see Spyro start to flap his wings like this, that means you are close to the edge of the wall, and you might want to change your camera so that you're facing even more parallel. You want to have Spyro just barely be moving outwards. So you just push forward and eventually you can clip, or there's a couple things that can happen like this where you just fall out of the wall completely. That's avoidable, but it's kind of hard to notice sometimes when you're gonna fall out of the wall. If you don't feel comfortable with it, chances are you should go back and try again, because you probably will pop out of the wall. So I'm going to try and get a clip now. I can see if I can show you what happens, what's supposed to happen anyways. Okay, well, I got something there, but you guys will see in a minute. Hopefully you'll see in a minute. Yeah, this trick is pretty inconsistent, you know, even if you're good at the trick, you'll still fail it a lot. So it's best not to get super worked up over not getting it, because it's kind of something that everybody fails. Even people like Saboom and Tuval, like that, it's just gods at this game, they'll still fail it sometimes. Okay, so what happened there is I just got an insta clip. If you're at a certain angle, you'll just clip straight down. When you go forward enough into the wall, you'll clip straight down without having to adjust your camera. And okay, I'll show you some other methods of what can happen too. If you get insta clip, that's the fastest way, but it's kind of inconsistent to get. There's two other things that can happen besides popping out of the wall and insta-clip. Okay, I got it right there. I'm gonna try and get it again, or get the other thing that can happen. But like I said, this trick's very inconsistent, and nobody's really gonna get it 100%. So yeah, just make sure you're parallel to the edge and just push forward. You can be like slightly not parallel. Sometimes that'll give you better results, or it really depends on your method of movement, I guess. It's going to be different for everybody. But yeah, the basic idea is just to push forward against the wall until you're basically half inbounds and half inside the wall and half outside of the wall. And that'll give you different things that can happen. Alright, I'll just show you a method of getting out of bounds now. Okay, this is the easier method. You want to turn the camera around so that Spyro is facing this way, jump, and then hold up on the D-pad so that you move backwards. You want to make sure that you're not moving while you're on the ground. You only want to be moving while you're in the air. And you want to jump to about here or so, and then you just want to jump and glide. You should fall into the pillar like this. Then you want to turn around, and that was pretty fast. If you get stuck in the wall, you might want to hit X and start like wiggling back and forth, and you could fall out of bounds, but that's the basic principle of the pillar method. There's a faster method that I'll show you in a minute, I think. Okay, well, I got the shaky camera there. That's one of the side effects of becoming half-clipped, I guess. If you get the shaky camera like that, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, yeah, this is the shaky camera. If you look closely at the camera, I'm not moving it at all. You'll see it like shake back and forth, and it kind of doesn't know what to do with itself. If you get this, you want to hold L2 or L1, whichever you prefer, until the camera is facing sideways like this. Then you want to tap left on the D-pad very slightly. And if you do, you should clip or pop out of the wall, whichever happens. There. That's what you want. Okay. Now I'll try and show you the shadow drop. The shadow drop seems to be the most common thing to happen in Gulp Skip. At least for most people it is. Okay. Okay. Well, there's the shaky camera again. That was very good. I had a feeling. Sometimes it can be easy to tell how far you are off the edge, depending on how shaky the camera gets. Right there, it was very, very shaky. So it was pretty easy for me to tell that it was gonna clip me pretty fast. Alright, that's what can happen if you're in the pillar and you're facing too far into the wall and you hit X, you'll just go back in bounds, which you don't want to happen, because then you have to kill yourself and try the trick again from the start. It doesn't really want to give me the shadow drop today. That can be an issue. I should try it from a different approach, maybe. That's the shaky camera. Okay, well, I guess you could consider this to be the shadow drop. If you get something like this, of course, you wouldn't be having the shaky camera and jumping to get this, but, oh. Okay, well, this can also happen if you're trying it and you get stuck in the wall like this. You can do this, and you can get out of that. You risk breaking the wall by doing it that way. Basically, what you do is you jump and you charge right before you hit the ground and jump as soon as you hit the ground while still holding charge. This is a method that you can use to get out of bounds faster that I'll show you after I get the shadow drop. The actual shadow drop that you'll be getting if you try it like this. If you get this, which is what we all refer to as shadow drop, you just want to tap left slightly so that you're facing into the wall, and you want to jump and glide. Now you'll see that nothing really appeared to have happened, but then this is actually crucial to getting a clip. If you get the shadow drop, you jump and glide into the wall, then you hold L2, and then you tap left, just as if you had got the shaky camera. Now I'm going to show you the other method. This is the newest method of getting out of bounds, and it's also the fastest. You basically want to angle the camera like this so that you're kind of like facing Spyro's right side, like from the back, and then you want to jump, hold forward, and you want to charge right before you hit the ground, and then jump as you hit the ground while charging. This method is definitely harder than the pillar, and I don't recommend it if you're a beginner to this game or to this strat in general. It's pretty recently found, and it's, like I said, it's pretty difficult, at least compared to the pillar. It's pretty much, the inputs are pretty precise that you have to do. You just have to charge right before you hit the ground, like I said before, and jump as soon as you hit the ground while charging. You can do it like this, you can jump forward and then you could do a standstill jump and do it like that, or you can do like a small jump and do it. It doesn't really matter too much. As long as you time your charge jump properly, you should get it. Whereas like the pillar method, it's not really about timing, it's more just about getting your angle set up properly so that you don't fall out of the pillar. Like sometimes you'll get a bad angle and you'll just like not even get clipped into the pillar. You could just like fall right out. Also, if you're doing the pillar method, you probably saw it a couple of times. If you move while you're on the ground, you basically just pop out of the wall like that. So you want to make sure that you're not moving while you're on the ground. And then you get stuck in the wall again. You can do the same inputs that you get out of bounds through the wall. But you do risk breaking the wall. So be cautious if you're attempting to fix your Gulp Skip by doing that, because you definitely have a major risk of breaking the wall by doing it that way. Okay, so yeah, I hope this helped you guys out if you're struggling to learn Gulp Skip. I think I went over just about everything that you'll need to know. If there's anything that you still need help with, you can leave it in the comments and I'll try and help you out with it. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it. So thanks for watching this tutorial, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.